Kai Havertz to Arsenal is heating up. Yes, people, Wifeboy, and welcome back to another daily Arsenal transfer news video. Since you're clicking on this, I'm guessing that's exactly the type of content you want to see. So make sure you subscribe down below, my road to 3,000 subscribers, and let me know in the comments your thoughts on Havertz to Arsenal. Let's get straight into the tweet today by FABRIZIO Romano saying, official bid to follow for Kai Havertz as personal terms won't be an issue. The player gave his green light to Arsenal yesterday. Chelsea's asking price has always been 75 million, but they will be flexible. Sources confirm, talks on. And when I first covered this story, right, guys, yeah, a couple days ago, Kai Havertz to Arsenal, I dropped in, I wasn't a fan of it, and I said, look, it's just paper talk, let's see what materializes. But it seems to be something that's been embedded in Arsenal's transfer news this whole summer, it seems, for the past 2-3 days at least. Kai Havertz to Arsenal looks like it's going to happen, guys. Genuinely. It's come out of nowhere and it's just advanced. Day after day after day, we're getting more concrete talks about it from notable sources like David Ornstein and FABRIZIO Romano. These aren't no casual sources. These are the big hitters that release the reliable news as well. So genuinely, guys, I think Kai Havertz could become an Arsenal player. And I've sat there and I said I don't want to see it happen. I'm not going to change my opinion now. I don't want to see Kai Havertz come to Arsenal for any sort of money. But I'm trying to think of why Arsenal want to sign him, because Arteta's clearly got a plan. I mean, he's been at the club for 3-4 years. He's done absolute wonders this season. I'm not going to doubt Arteta's plan, and I'm not going to doubt the fact that he wants Kai Havertz to Arsenal Football Club. But I'm trying to figure out why. Is he trying to play him in the same position he plays at Chelsea and potentially mould him into like a Robin van Persie type player, as I've heard online, which I think is ludicrous, by the way. He's nothing like Robin van Persie one bit. Or is he trying to bring Kai Havertz back into a centre mid role like he was playing at Bayer Leverkusen, more of an attacking midfield centre mid role? That could be another option. But if that's the case, that's not the type of money you should be spending on that type of player, in my opinion, right? Because Kai Havertz, let's be honest about it, right, guys, yeah? He's very similar, if you want to play him in that attacking midfield position, to Martin Odegaard. And Martin Odegaard was Arsenal's best player last season. If you're going to spend some of our transfer budget, which is, it looks like it's going to be a healthy amount on Kai Havertz, a good 50 million at least, that should be spent on a position that's going to drastically improve our squad, like a defensive midfielder like Caicedo or a box-box midfielder like Declan Rice. That shouldn't be spent on a position that's already well catered for with someone like Martin Odegaard there. Do you get what I mean? So I'm really puzzled as to what's happening here. Also, we're paying this money to Chelsea. We're literally fueling Chelsea's ability to sign a player like Caicedo. I dropped a video yesterday on the fact that Arsenal pulled out of the Caicedo race. Absolutely ludicrous, by the way. I think Caicedo would be a brilliant signing for Arsenal. It seems Chelsea are in pole position to sign him. Chelsea can't sign Caicedo because of their FFP breaches. If they're able to sell players like Kai Havertz and Mason Mount, we are directly fueling Chelsea's ability to sign Caicedo. So it's a double whammy for me. First, we're signing this guy Kai Havertz, who I don't even want to sign. Then we're allowing Chelsea to sign Caicedo. It's a double L in my opinion. Either way, it looks like talks are progressing. It looks like Arsenal are going to get this deal done. A bid is imminent for Kai Havertz, as reported by multiple journalists, including FABRIZIO Romano. Guys, I want you to let me know what you think of it in the comment section. I'm not a fan one bit, man. It seems alongside this, our bid for Declan Rice, our second bid for Declan Rice is imminent. Of course, I'll be dropping a video on that as soon as I hear about that second bid going through for Declan Rice. We definitely need to up that bid, man, because that first bid was a big low ball. I'm hearing reports of it being around 90 million plus 10 million add-ons, bringing the total fee for Declan Rice around about £100 million, which is a lot of money for that player. But look, that's the type of player he is, man. English tax exists. He's captain for West Ham United, still young, only 24 years of age. It's going to be a lot of money for Declan Rice. You're going to have to spend that type of money, man. So, if Arsenal do get Declan Rice over the line, if we do also bid for Kai Havertz and get that over the line as well, you're looking at 150, 160 million spent on 2 players. That's the majority of our transfer budget wiped out instantly. So, I hope Arteta has a plan, because right now, I'm not really seeing it, to be honest with you guys. I don't know where Kai Havertz fits in this. The thing is, right, I look over Twitter and Arsenal fans make me laugh, bro, because I'm looking over Twitter and all these fans going, oh, Kai Havertz, I want to bring him in. He's so good. Look at what he did at Leverkusen. They give me compilations of him at Leverkusen. That was 3 years ago, man. I want to see him in the Premier League. This whole thing about Premier League proven. The guy is the opposite of Premier League proven. He stunk you up at the Premier League. And I know we've had players like Salah and Kevin De Bruyne who were horrible at Chelsea and then came back to the Premier League and did absolutely amazing. I know I've seen it before, but it's a lot of money to take a risk on a player like that. We're not Man City that has got a complete squad and we're looking to fill in players like a Gvardiol or like a Kovacic just to add to the mix. We need to get up to Man City. And so to get up to Man City, we don't need to take risks on 50 million, 60 million players that we could potentially revive their career. This is about signing players that we know are proven in the Premier League and signing players that we know will take us up to that next level, like a Declan Rice, like a Moses Caicedo, not a Kai Havertz who are looking to rejuvenate his career that has been in a downward spiral since he signed for Chelsea. Do you get what I mean? Do you guys agree with me in that sense? Because Arsenal fans all over Twitter saying, oh, this guy could be a Robin Van Persie regen. Oh, this guy could fit that centre mid role perfectly. They're clutching at straws, man. Because these are the same fans that when he was playing at Chelsea were laughing at how bad he was. I promise you, look at their tweets from early against Chelsea. Watching Chelsea games. They're probably saying how bad Kai Havertz is. Now Arsenal linked to him. Suddenly he's the best thing since sliced bread. Like, I don't want fans that fold their opinion. I feel like a lot of Arsenal fans do that. Look, it's alright to change your opinion. I understand that. But all you've done is seen Arsenal being linked to Kai Havertz, and then suddenly you've gone, oh my god, I want to bring him to the club, I want to bring him to the club. No, because I know the majority of Arsenal fans, when he was at Chelsea, was saying he's not the type of player that Arsenal would want. In fact, they were probably slandering him for being such a bad player there. I was one of those fans included. Look, I don't want Kai Havertz to come to Arsenal. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If it goes through, of course I'll have to support him. I'll have to back the decision. And I'll have to trust Arteta and Edu and hope they know what they're doing. But as of now, he's not the type of player I want to see at this football club, man. Not at all. If you ask me at the start of the window, what positions do Arsenal need to address? I'd say a box-to-box midfielder number one, a replacement for Granit Xhaka, and an improvement upon Granit Xhaka. Not just replace, improve. And secondly, a defensive midfielder. Because I know Thomas Partey is getting on in age. You can't rely on him going forward, man. Already this season, a lot of games he was missing. A lot of games he was missing. And he tailed off badly towards the end of the season. That would be my two positions to address first. Then we can talk about a backup attacking player. Then we can talk about a backup centre-back or right-back, etc. Not once would I say we need a backup attacking midfielder. I would not even have considered that position. We've got Ødegaard, and our backup is Fabio Vieira, who I'm not a massive fan of, but I'll give him at least one more season to prove himself. What does Kai Havertz do fitting into that? It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like square pegs in round holes. Like I said, if the deal goes through, which is looking likely, a bid is imminent according to multiple sources, I'll have to back it. But right now, he's not the player I want to see Arsenal sign. I'm not going to flip-flop my opinion. I say it as it is. In my opinion, Kai Havertz is not the player I want to see Arsenal sign. Another story I heard, which was actually kind of an unexpected one, was Alexis Sanchez personally called Mikel Arteta and asked if he could re-sign him at Arsenal this summer. Mikel Arteta straight up said no. And this is interesting, right? Because those of you who don't know, Alexis Sanchez is my favourite ever player of all time. I love that guy at Arsenal, man. He really made me fall in love with like football properly. Obviously, I started watching football before Alexis Sanchez, but certain players like Alexis Sanchez, Santi Cazorla, just so good, man. Like just such luxury players to watch. You feel happy watching them play on the football pitch. And he produced some wonderful moments in an Arsenal shirt. For me, there was that one season where him and Eden Hazard were just unbelievable, going bar for bar every single game, reaching new heights. But he wants to return to Arsenal. And it's ever since he left Arsenal, his career's not been the same. He's 34 years old now. He did alright at Marseille last season, apparently. And he wants to come back, but Arteta said no. And for me, look, it's the right decision to say no. It breaks my heart. It's like saying no to an ex that you really loved. Do you get what I mean? Like, not getting back together with them. Because I loved Alexis Sanchez. I loved every moment he was with us at this club. But he left in a really sour moment. He left for Manchester United. He had enough with Arsenal. And his career just down spiraled since then. He's wanting to come back to Arsenal now. And Arteta said no. We've moved on. We've got our new generation, our Martinellis, our Sakas, etc. And I think that is the right decision. But I wanted to cover this story anyway because I thought it was a nice story. Well, I guess not really a nice ending, but it's just an interesting story that I've seen all over Twitter today. But yeah, the main story coming from FABRIZIO Romano is official bid to follow for Kai Havertz. The player wants to come to Arsenal. Chelsea want to sell. It's just about getting the fee right. And if that's the case, Kai Havertz will be an Arsenal player. Let me know your thoughts of Kai Havertz to Arsenal in the comment section down below. Do you want to see it happen? Or are you like me and do not want to see it happen and would rather Arsenal sign different players? If you're new around here, this is the place to be for Arsenal transfer news. I drop daily videos regarding Arsenal. Make sure you subscribe down below. My road to 3,000 subscribers. Drop a like down below. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Take care.